All right, here we go. Another episode of Mr. T's Bees. Things are a little different here today. Finally, we got some good weather, but it's been so crazy. It's unpredictable. So I've decided I did a three frame split, kind of walk away split deal. That way if I get multiple cells, or if I get a cell in different frames, I can pretty much put those in the queen castle. So the queen castle is kind of on hold just because we can't predict what we're going to get for weather lately. Also, been working on my ventilation, which is pretty good. Getting better. This side was the worst, but I changed a few things there. Also got shims now with screens on. So also having ant problems. So I gotta look for my swarm cups pretty much. See what we got in there. Ooh. Brutal. Gotta hear that one. Wow, that's a lot of bees. That's awesome. Alright, so here we are. Pollen patty, pretty much gone. You guys did pretty good with that. I'm going to get my nuke set up. So I can just line it right up, send it on their way. So the plan is 3 frames, make a nuke, and go from there. That's my plan. Probably just 2 frames, but let's see. Guess I really wasn't ready yet. Alright. Sidetracked. Let's see what we got. Apivar's coming out, and I can't see how far down they are. This hive has had varroa mites on the bottom board for the other day. So Apivar's coming out, but gonna have to probably check sooner than later to see what's going on. Nectar, Captain. Oh, not much to see here, folks. This hive over here didn't do anything with, literally did nothing with the drone frame, which is fine. I really just wanted to see them start drawing it out, but they didn't even do that. Alright, so there's a frame right there that's good to lay in. Open, there we go. Tons of pollen coming in today. Loads of pollen. So, gotta kind of watch to make sure they don't get that hive over there. They were loading it up right in the middle of the frame. So I'm not sure they move it later on, but she needs to lay in the middle of the frame. And they're filling it with pollen, so I don't want to get pollen bound. You can hear the pollen falling down. Alright, so we got some eggs right there. That's beautiful, actually. So where is she? Close? It's a good frame right there. Got some emerging brood coming out. So, what do you got over there, ladies? Okay, so it's a good frame right there. Eggs in the middle. Put that right in the middle of the two. So here we are. This hive is stuffed. These girls are doing good. I know I'm setting them back making this split, but I really only wanted to mess with one hive and get honey from these two. These are going to be my honey hives, but it's just unpredictable, too unpredictable to make small splits. So I mean, maybe later in the season. Wow, look at that. Look at what I have got. I've got myself in some trouble here, ladies. That right there, oh, I'm in trouble. That right there is a cap queen, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. I'm trying to get the bees out of the way. But there is a huge larva in there. Wow, that was fast. See it right there in the middle? Loaded. Well, I guess we know where, maybe I caught them before they swarm. Or maybe I lost the queen, but I can't, I just saw eggs. Anyways, you see that bad boy? The weird thing is, you see the side? Why is the side chewed off? Or maybe they're filling it, because she's getting bigger. But that, right there, is gonna be my new queen. Oh yeah. Welcome. Welcome. All right, huh? Swarm. Whew, that was close. Now, if I had any more crappy weather, like we've been having, I would have missed that, and those girls would have taken off. So let me see what else they've done. Crazy ladies. Usually you can't. It's not just one. So that. Let me put you back in now that I got a frame with almost a capped. That thing is. So you figure 8 days to cap, 8 days to emerge. That thing has got to be on day 6 or 7. Because that's pretty long. So now I really got to see what I did. Whole lot of cap brood. Huh. Well, I don't see. I see young larvae. I don't see eggs. Oof, I know, ladies, you don't like that. You do not like that. Good old drone. Alright, girl. Oh, waggle dance. Oh, we found some pollen, I see. Alright, I got eggs, so they did not swarm. And they couldn't have swarmed today because I watched them all morning having a pot of coffee. So she's got to be in here. I just hope I'm going to do enough to prevent her from swarming. Because that cell is my drone comb. They didn't even do anything to it, which is fine. Whatever. Probably should spray it, but I got bigger fish to fry today. Alright, you guys are getting testy with me, I understand. There you go, nothing to see there. Alright. Wow, that was close. That was close. All right, I'm really trying to find her first before she runs. But this is a good frame she could be laying in. And she's not, so. So anyways, wow. So this is why you got to be in your hives during the swarm season as much as possible, because that could have been costly. Swish, what'd they do here? Sorry ladies, I know, that was my fault. Now I'm kind of worried. You know, I thought this year would be kind of neat because most of the hives would have a good majority of drawn comb. And I thought that, you know, they could build really quick, and which they have, but they've also built queen cups a whole lot earlier than I ever expected them to. Come on, get out of there. There's me smoke. Alright, these girls have, I guess I need to shake a bees in there. Make sure I got enough workers. That's what I need to do. Alright, well, I guess we're spreading faster than we thought. Expanding. Might have some bees for sale. If I can raise some queens properly. If I can raise some queens properly. But like I said, I don't want to, that's a big old drone. I don't want to get my queen and I don't want to move my queen. That's when production stops. Okay. So. Alright, so what I gotta do now is put the lid on. Call it a day. Nail the frame on. Alright, things are a little ass backwards today, but you know what? I didn't expect to see that. No way. No way, no how did I expect to see that. So, let's run this guy over. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry ladies, I know these are not what you expected them to be today. Me neither. You know, you try to raise queens, but to get a queen cell practically 2 days away from being capped It's quite the find. Alright, so 2 frames down here. Alright, so the important thing is I really want to find my queen in here. Is the important thing. That's what I want to find. So let's pinch that over here. You girls can get through. Alright, let's smoke these girls down. Smoke those girls up, kind of deal. God, that thing is heavy. How can it be heavy already? Maybe that's why they're swarming. I actually thought this was my weaker of the 2 hives. Crazy. Or the weaker of the 3. I thought because they were getting a little bit of drifting. You know, they say that the end hives in a row of hives gets, holy Moses, no wonder why. Well, they didn't swarm. Look at this. 1, 2. They're on every frame but 2. Guess I got a checkerboard. So I really want to find my queen up here. Hopefully she doesn't run right back down and I don't see her, but I really got to go through and make sure I find her. You're going in the middle somewhere. You're going in the middle somewhere. Alright, so this hive, I don't know what happened, but well, they certainly didn't swarm, or at least didn't swarm yet, because the numbers are phenomenal up here. The numbers are phenomenal. Alright, so there's nothing to see there, folks. There's a lot of bees in here. There's a lot of bees in here. Okay, this is just stuffed with nectar and pollen on the bottom. Nectar and pollen. Nowhere for my girl to go. I still have to name my girls. I still got to do it. Kinda on hold. Things don't go very well when you name a queen after your wife and then she dies. Just not good. Not good for business. Alright, come on, where's my queen? That's windy. Feels good though. Alright, well, I got eggs. Have I got eggs? Where'd you go? Get out of the way, ladies. I thought I had eggs up top there. But that's a rainbow frame. Look at that. That's a good honey super frame. Like if you look at it, the queen stops going up, which kind of is not good, but maybe that's the reason why I'm having problems. But anyways, the queen doesn't go up, but they start storing honey. But we got capped brood, emerging brood, larva. Okay, so unfortunately, these girls are ready for a super. I mean, they got 6 frames downstairs. Wow, look at that cup. All right, well, I got another problem. I got another queen cup swarm cell with an egg. Oh man. And the bigger cup, come on ladies, get out of the way please. They keep going in, so I'm assuming there's something in it. Yep. 2 swarm cells on the bottom. One has, they both have eggs in it, but one's very, very well built out. So guess what I gotta do? Guess what I gotta do? I gotta run back to the garage. All right, frame 3. I'll be right back. All right, well, here we go. Guess what? I got an extra nuke ready to roll. Whew, I'm out of breath. I am out of shape. I'm a beekeeper. I'm supposed to be running from one end of the yard to the other. All right, frame 3. So, frame 3 has got my swarm cell. Cells with eggs in it. And they're tending to it, so that's a good thing if you want a swarm cell. So Queen Castle jumped right from just a frame. We jumped from a frame over. Jumped right from a frame too. Alright, this has got young larvae. I guess I'm gonna have to go over there. I did not see my queen yet in this hive. So I gotta make sure I don't have her. I gotta make sure I don't have her. So I guess we're just doing strong splits today. And I'll go from there. But holy mackerel. The yard just got bigger. The bee yard just got bigger. I thought I just saw eggs. Come on, girls, move along. Yep. Alright, so I got eggs on the frame over from the one I just took. So that's a swarm cut with nothing in it. Whole lot of drones, cat drones, sorry. Got nothing in it, so she was itching to swarm, but I still haven't found her yet. So what do I do? What do I do? I know. Well, you ladies are just tearing it up here. This is, I don't know what happened. This I was actually saving the 2 frames of drawn frame for this because I thought I was going to do a weaker split out of this hive, because they've been the weaker ones. And then I open the top box and it's full. Alright, where is my queen? Alright, that is loaded with pollen. And she's put a couple eggs in the bottom. So 3 days ago, for sure, I've had a queen in here. 3 days ago. Oh, there she is right there. Whew, wow, you're blind, Brian. Right there, there's my queen. All right, so I gotta make sure. So she's on 5. Let's put a frame that she can lay on. it's not full of honey next to her. She's right here. I want to make sure she's got 2 frames on either side of her that she can lay on. Maybe we can stop this craziness of swarming, or wanting to swarm, before I run out of nukes. Now we're good. Alright, so you're just going to go over. That's fine. Come on. She's on 5. Alright, so I saw my queen. That's a good start. That's a very good start. Let's just give you these girls. Okay, here we go. All right, so crazier than expected today. Crazier than expected. Didn't expect this. Didn't expect to do 4. I knew I'd kind of be in trouble because they've had such bad weather and they've been, you know, you can see them building up. But now all of a sudden it's madness. And this hive is, I mean, maybe they'll still swarm. I don't know. We'll find out though, won't we? 6, 7. Alright, I need 3 more frames for this. I need some frames for that. I don't have them. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep you ladies in. How am I gonna keep you in? Why are you guys all over the place? Alright, I'm trying, ladies. Alright, so that's for you. You need some more frames. And you need some more frames. I need 3, 4, 5. 5 more, come on. The exact amount of an extra nuke that you weren't expecting. Alright, so let's cover you for now. Just in case we start mobbing. Here I am back again. This is probably the longest video ever, I know. Sorry, but I'm just going to checkerboard the top. Make them work for it. Checkerboard the top. Maybe this will slow down the swarming, and I'm hoping. You know, I even thought I was prepared for today. I thought I had 5 extra. I had an extra nuke box, just in case. Just goes to show you never prepare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so there we go. So, girls are crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is awesome though. I mean, it's what I wanted. To be honest, I'd rather have more bees than honey. But kind of wanted the best of both worlds too, so go figure, that's what you get. But anyways, so the plan for today, for this is, okay, why do we just, I don't know what it is about my ankles, they're not landing on me, but oh yeah, it looks good. Alright, so I built an extra shim with wire, with window screen for better ventilation up through the back. And that's it. So this is the plan. Not the original plan, but it's the plan I got for today. These girls are all going, wait a second here, what happened? I was in one hive. Yep, I know you were. Looks like I gotta go get my swim traps back. I might need them next weekend. I might need the space. So, anyways, here we go. You can see through. Here we go. Let me go move this over, and then I'll bring you with me, and then we can do the final review, I guess. All right, hold on. I'm coming. And make sure we're still. Oh yeah, these videos are going to take forever, and I apologize for that. So here's my mess. I don't know if they'll stay. Let's hope. But the brown one and the brown one. Sorry, I got big ants over here. The brown and the brown. This brown one over here has got almost probably the 6 or 7 day old queen cell in it. This brown one over here, that has queen cups with eggs in it. And these ones in the middle, the lighter ones, they're just 3-frame splits. So we'll see what happens in a few days. I'll jump back in here and see what they do. See what they're doing. And like I said, I might actually split them again, barring if they make more queen cells. They make more than one. I mean, if they make more than one on different frames. I don't have foundationless. I'm going to bust out the queen castle. It just got the boot. So anyways, wish me luck. Been a crazy day. Long videos. Hope you guys don't mind the me running